My name is Laura Charlton. I'm an English teacher here at EDClass and I'm also a level 5 trauma-informed practitioner. Being trauma-informed is understanding the person that you're working with. It can be a child, it can be an adult, and it's looking at who they are, the experiences that they have had and how that can impact on their attitude, their behaviour and their capacity to learn. Trauma-informed practice is heavily rooted in safeguarding, and it's about understanding the neuroscience and the psychology of trauma and how that can impact people in their day-to-day lives and in the future potentially. Everybody knows what people's protective factors are, how adverse childhood experiences can affect people. One of the mantras of trauma-informed practice is that it takes an army to help people to understand what trauma-informed practice looks like and to implement that properly, and that's something I really believe in. I think it's important for EDClass to take trauma into account because a lot of the students and learners that we have already have been through some adverse childhood experiences. They might have found mainstream school very difficult for lots of different reasons, and to learn, people need to be regulated. People need to be in a good emotional space, and we need to be really aware of that. There's been quite a body of work put together where information is collected about the students, about their history, about any potential safeguarding issues that might come up, about their needs that could be social, emotional or any mental health needs. Take an approach that is personalised, and I think that's really important to a lot of the learners that we have at EDClass who might need that little bit of individual support. The feeling that they have emotionally available adult who understands them and can give them the time that they need to talk, to show their learning, show their understanding. I think that having the DFE accreditation shows people that we do have these skills and that this is a great place for their children, their learners to come and to receive the care, attention and education that they need. At EDClass we are trained in using the P and 3R approach when having difficult conversations with students. It's important that students know that they're protected, that we try and relate to students, we help them to regulate and then to reflect on any issues that have affected them that day or even longer term. One particular example is where I had quite a difficult conversation with a student who was not particularly willing to engage with the learning. I made sure that they knew that they were safe to have a conversation around why they were finding the learning difficult that day, and if it was an emotionally based problem that they would be able to share that and we would be able to work through that together. EDClass ensures that the curriculum and teaching materials are sensitive to the needs of students in lots of different ways. One way is that we have a behaviours and expectations lesson at the start of every pathway. This is a protective factor for consistency and so that students know the behaviours and expectations around EDClass and that they can behave in a way that is appropriate for themselves and us, and we have that shared understanding there.